Boom. We are alive, ladies and gentlemen. So I was taking my evening walk. I thought I'd bust out the camera. Because this, I believe, is the greatest opportunity for the new investor in crypto. Now, one of the downsides to the 2017 bull market was the bear market that came afterwards, unless you knew what you were doing. Now, most people confuse bear markets and think, oh, that's a bad thing. But ultimately, the bear market is your friend. It is the time to accumulate the assets, but they are at a reduced price that you want. But one of the unique things that I think is taking place right now that didn't happen in 2017 is instead of the end of the cycle, what we're getting is a secondary accumulation pattern. We see such a large interest in this sector, and they don't want to drive the price up all at once. So what they'll do is they'll accumulate and distribute, and accumulate and distribute to try to get as large a position as possible while chewing up an entire range, let's say somewhere between 29,000 and 60. That's their new average price. So for those of you that have just entered and maybe you bought the top and now you feel like, oh my God, is it going to be 300 to 600 days of nothing? One of the fun parts that I think that has changed is that because we are in this accumulation, because you see big players like Michael Saylor just consistently buying, this is the proper strategy that everybody should be following. I believe that over the next 6 to 9 months, you're going to see a bottom be put in for Bitcoin, probably around where we are, and then a continuation up and out of the trading range that we have been in. So if you're in the private group, you'll have already known some of this. If you're not, you could take a look back at some of the tweets that we shared. Now, we've talked about this before, is that scale invariance is a function in nature where until you can zoom out and see the macro, you don't really know where you are. So, because I think we're basically in the middle of an accumulation cycle, the bull market has moved us into a new area, and then I believe it is going to continue onwards and upwards over the next 9 to 12 months. Now, where we end up is anybody's guess. There's a lot of things going on in the world right now, and I don't care to participate in most of those thoughts. But when we see growth like this, and we see massive amounts of fear come into the market, this is a signal to accumulate. When people are fearful, it is one of the best times to be buying. Now, could it go down a little bit further? Yes, but this is also why I suggest constant, consistent purchasing, because then over time, you end up with the best rounded price that you could have hoped for. And instead of trying to pick the bottoms for only a few percent extra of gain, what you've lost in just a few small percentages, you've gained in stability, peace of mind, and a calm, strategic investor outlook that is really easy to repeat and that almost guarantees success. So this is the greatest opportunity I think that the early average investor could have, because normally you'd have to withstand the next 2 years of kind of boring. I don't think that's what we're going to get. I think we're going to return into the bull market over this cycle within the next, let's say, 300 days. Anyways, just a quick little thought and a quick little update. I know it's difficult, especially for the new investor. But if you're new, you're having troubles, why not try something different? The disease and the early sickness of the investor comes from a lack of education and over-emotional trading. One of the ways we can offset that is by proper education and surrounding yourself with people who have been through that cycle. So you can join the private community, and the link's down below. It's arcanebear.com/private. If you're not happy, there's no risk guarantee. We'll instantly give you your money back if you are not happy. There's very few members, so why not try signing up? Stay with the Arcane Bear. Give us a thumbs up, leave us those thoughts, those comments. I thought I'd just do, like a little beach update, because I can just press record and I'm going to upload. I'm not even going to have any editing in it today. This is it. So thank you for joining us. I appreciate all of you. I hope you're having a fun time. And please understand that when the price of an asset that we consider is valuable is down, that's a good thing. And the bears know that the bear market is time to accumulate.